Hey everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I decided to use the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette because that palette holds the two palettes that I don't have currently. I never got the two little Star Wars palettes. Um, I kind of was just starting to get into Pat McGrath. I seen them, I could have purchased them, but I wasn't like a Star Wars fan, so that didn't appeal to me. Um, I wish I would have now, but at the same time, because I have this palette, I don't really need them. So I thought I'd just do a look using this palette since it has those two palettes in it, just as a just to see. You know what I mean? Like just to say I did it. You know what I mean? Because I can't rank those two palettes, and then afterwards I'm going to go ahead and rank them. So this is what this particular palette looks like. I don't know if you can still get this palette or not, to be honest. But if you can, no. Um, I like it. I know that a lot of people like the second one better, but I prefer this one personally. I think. It's been a while since I used the other one, but I think. So the first shade I'm going to go into actually wasn't in any of, because the six middle shades weren't part of the two palettes that she had released. So I'm going to go in with the shade Venetian Orchid. And it's actually been a while since I've actually even used these palettes, the Mothership Mega. I definitely think that these palettes are worth it regardless because of the price point, and you get to try the shades. So no matter what, I feel like these palettes are worth it in that sense alone, you know? But everybody has their own opinion. I'm using my reference brushes, you know, as I usually do with my Pat McGrath shades. I will say that I think this look turned out really well. It wasn't quite what I was going for, but in the overall scheme of things, I think it turned out really well. I was pleased with it. But I'm usually always pleased with my Pat McGrath looks, to be honest. Just because, the shadows are just so stunning anyway, you know? You really can't go wrong no matter what you do. Even when you turn out looking like a peacock. Because one of the looks I look like a peacock, I think. After this, I gotta rank the 6-pan palettes, man. That's gonna be hard. Okay, the next shade I'm gonna go into is Venomous Void. I will say there's only 3 mattes in this one. I mean, and it's fine because they are, you know, pretty. Like, it's got, you know, like a deep shade and a transition shade for me, personally. So, it does work for me. As far as, like, what I like. But some people like, you know, a little more even, I guess. Because there's a lot of, like, shimmer and metallic shades. Well, metallic. Regardless, I think that the palette came out stunning, in all honesty. Like, even if I'm not a big fan of the color story because of, like, my preferences, the palettes are stunning nonetheless. I mean, they're just gorgeous. I'm just going to go back into that first shade and run it along the lower lash line. And I will say that this mirror in this is so nice. it's pretty much the, well, it is the length of the palette. I mean, it's nice. It's huge. I like that. But I do think, like I said, that the look turned out really nice overall. I'm happy with it. And it was, you know, pretty easy. Even using the darker shade, it was easy, to be honest. Okay. Now I'm going to use that purple shade, that dark purple that I just used. And I'm basically repeating on the bottom lash line what I did on the top. I'm going to run that really close to the lash line. Well, as close as I can. Again, I'm not a makeup artist, so the looks I come up with aren't, you know, necessarily correct, I guess, as far as like theories and all that stuff, you know, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sort of playing. But I think that's a lot of people. I don't, you know, people just want to have fun with their makeup. Have it work for them, not against them in a sense, you know? At least that's the way I feel. I just want makeup to work for me, not against me. Okay. Just want to make sure I get this as dark as the other side. But I mean, these shades just apply so nice. And they blend. Like, they're just really pretty. I mean, I like all of her palettes. Like I said, it's all preference, really. Alright. Now I'm going to go into the shade Smoked Amethyst. And I'm just going to put that on my corner, basically, of my lid. Just to darken it up a little more, you know? Trying to step out of my comfort zone some, because like usually I don't do this because dark shades just scare me, because I know how quick and easy it is to mess it up, you know? So I tend to go very slow and as little product as possible. That way I can't, you know, like go too much. Alright. I think I got it the same darkness. I like this shade though, it's very pretty. Dark, but pretty. But I like purple. That's why that new Lunar palette, I really like that palette. Even though I have all those shades, it's just nice to have that little one, you know? Easy to travel with. You know, you get to sample the shadows. If something happens to it, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I'd still be crushed because I love all my palettes. The next shade I'm going to go into is Odyssey. And we're going to tap that all over the lid. Look at that. This shade is beautiful. I really like that shade there. Just beautiful. Like I said, you really can't go wrong with Pat McGrath shadows. Period. It don't matter what shade you grab. You pop that on your lid. It looks amazing. You have arrived, basically. That's what I think of her shadows. Like, if I'm using a Pat McGrath shadow, at the end of the look, I feel like, oh yeah, I've arrived. Now, you can make it bold, or you can do it like a delicate, light look, but either way, no matter how you look at it, you have arrived. Okay. Then I took the shade... Sorry, guys. Fuchsia Shock. And I'm going to run it under the lower lash line. It's a brighter purple shade, which you really can't see it, but it does make it change a little bit. It's also a, I don't know, more of a satin shade, I guess. It's not metallic, but it's not a matte, but it's not, it gives it a little bit of brightness down here. And that's why I picked it. So this is a shade that was in the middle, along with that first shade that I used as the crease shade. But all the other shades technically are in one of the Star Wars palettes that I did use. I kind of stuck to the... If you're looking at it, the left side of the palette, the first 6 on the left side, just to sort of get a feeling of if I had that palette. I do think I would like it, that particular one. However, the other one is nothing but shimmers, so I kind of know that that one really isn't up my alley, but it's still pretty nonetheless. I'm going to go into her new highlighter, the Divine Glow highlighter in Lunar Allure. And I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. And I love this highlighter. I just really like this highlighter so much. All right. And actually I didn't get any fallout, so I'm shocked there. Okay, for my waterline and upper waterline, lower and upper, I used Amethyst Hour to put in there from ColourPop. For blush, I used the new Divine Rose 2 on my cheeks, and the highlighter is also the one I just put on my inner corner. And that's what this one looks like. I mean, it's so pretty, you all, so pretty. And I like it because technically if you wanted to, like, it is more punchier due to the flower side, but if you wanted to keep it on a more neutral look, you could just use this side here and, you know, be fine too. Like, it's big enough to where you could choose one or the other or combine them, whatever, you know, is up to you. So I am enjoying this. So this is the second one that I've used so far. For my lips, when I had placed the order, I had gotten a free free thing, and the lipstick is in Beautiful Stranger, and the lip gloss is in Yeah, I'm not going to be able to read that. I don't know what it's in. But it looks like this. I like the lipstick. I like the lip gloss. I don't like why they did this, though. Like, that's not my favorite. You would unscrew this and it comes off. I mean, is it cute? Sure. Like, my youngest daughter would love it, but it's not... Which I have a couple. I have 2 more of these, I think. It just isn't my thing. But I do love the formula and all that. What else? Oh, for the lip liner, I just used my NARS. I think it's Liren's lip liner. Then, I do have to talk about this, though. This is my nail polish in Origin Unknown by, I believe it's Mthrshp Colors. And it's green to purple. I don't know if you can see that twist or not. But I absolutely love this nail polish. I have a couple of them that do the twist. It's like, one's like a purple to a maroon almost, or like a copper. I mean, and then I have another one that's, I forget what it is now. But I really like this brand. I've almost got every color nail polish from that brand. So I do highly recommend checking that out. I got it on Beautylish. All right, let's curl these lashes. I'm using my Surratt eyelash curler. I'm going to use my Lawless for my top lashes. As always, if you can do fake lashes or falsies, so much better. The looks look so much better. But I really do like this Lawless mascara. It's called the One and Done. And it is a rubber wand, but it's not like the Benefit one where it's like really, really hard and stiff. This is flexible. And it's just, it's really nice. I mean, if you get you, it's still going to get you, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't get me as often as a lot of other wands do. And I've just really been enjoying it. And then for lower lashes, it's going to surprise you. Because I tried something different. I don't know how I'm going to like it. But I'm going to show you what I did. See, I just like this mascara. It separates, but yet it makes me look like I've got more lashes than I do. Even though obviously I don't. It separates so well and just makes it look really good, I think. Depending on how you want to do your lashes, I guess. Is what it would boil down to. And I do like the separation, which I can always just go in with my lash comb afterwards if it does like goop up a little bit, because sometimes they do. Let me get this side here again. I do like to get every lash. Alright. Then for bottom lashes, I went in with my new Charlotte Tilbury in Dream Pop, and it's brown. And here's the thing. I don't know if you can see. Like, if you're, like, looking at it, obviously you can definitely see the brown. You know what I mean? Like, if you're looking at it. I don't know if, like, how it comes off to you, or if, you know, in person, if somebody would know the difference. Because obviously, like, when you notice everything. Anything and everything, you know what I mean? But I don't necessarily know if in person you're going to, you know, another person's going to notice it if you don't point it out. But I like the way this does separate my lower lashes, number one. It does keep them separated nicely. Just sort of like my littler ones, like my, the MAC and all them. Again, this is a rubber wand, so do be careful because if you poke yourself, it will hurt. But I like the way that it goes, like I said, it does separate them. And it does coat all of them. I coat it by sticking the flat part down on them to get the mascara kind of like on them. And then I brush it through. And like, to me, I can see the brown. I can see the difference between the black and the brown, right? To somebody else, I don't know. And I don't know how I feel about that, seeing, you know, brown to black, to be honest. Or it could just be this particular look. Because when I do see people doing this, it is on a, like, a more neutral, you know, look. They add a little bit of brown. And it is hard to find a brown, to be honest. Like a brown. This is definitely a brown. It's not like a black brown or a brown black, however you want to call it. It's brown. So that is for sure. So you can see the difference, like in top and bottom lash, the darkness for sure. You can see there's something on my lower lash line, but not necessarily maybe the color. You know it's not going to be, you know it's not the same as what's on the top. You know what I mean? But I don't know how I look, like, how I like the way it looks. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not for sure if I'm, like, in love with it. Where I know if I had the black on my bottom lashes, I would absolutely love it. But again, it just could be the shadows that I used. So this is my final look using that palette. I kind of do wish, like I said, that I did get the one Star Wars palette. I could have lived without the other one. But being that I have this palette, I technically have both of them anyway. But I won't be able to rank those because I don't have them technically, like individually. So I won't be ranking those two. But if I did, the one that's the all shimmer on the right hand side, if you're looking at the palette, the right hand side one, I think that one is the, what is his name? He's the gold guy. Not the Stormtrooper, but that's the red one, I think. They're called Stormtroopers. I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars fan, you all. But I would like the one that's like the red and black one because it does have a matte in it. And I like the metallic and shades better in that one, I think. I mean, I do like the other one. I think I could create a cute look out of the other one too, but I just like the way that she's got these in here. Plus, she added the 6 that kind of bring the two together. So I do like that too. Overall, though, I mean, I do love this palette. I did not rank it in my other ones because obviously it's a Mthrshp. And to rank it with the Mthrshps, like these would come 1 and 2 because they're so pretty. You get so many shades. The price point is just like perfect. So I didn't end up ranking these, but I did want to at least show this since it did have 2 of the 6-pan palettes in it. So, from the Star Wars collection. So that is all I got for you today. I'm going to go ahead and do the ranking of the 6-pan palettes. So you should be seeing that tomorrow. And then I got to rank the 4-pan palettes. And let me know what to move on to. I don't know what brand to do next. I'm curious. I'm thinking ABH just because I really want to play with that, the new palette, the Nouveau palette. Is that what it's called? Yes, the Nouveau. That one again. I do want to play with this so bad again. So, and then I could rank my ABH because I got quite a few of them. But that is all I have for you today. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.